There was a time when I tried to disappear, when being seen felt like exposure, like all anyone could see was the chair, the limp, the difference. But one day I realized hiding doesn't heal you, it just keeps you small, and visibility. It isn't about perfection, it's about presence, standing tall in who you are now, not who you were before. Welcome to inspireAbility, the space where lived experience meets empowerment, and every story yours, mine, ours has value. I'm Ruby, and today's episode is deeply personal. It's about finding the courage to be seen again after change, when your reflection no longer matches your memories, when your confidence has been shaken, and when society treats visibility as a privilege instead of a right. After my accident, I spent months hiding. I didn't want to go out, didn't want to bump into anyone who remembered the old me. The stares, the pity, the awkward silence when people didn't know what to say. It all felt like too much, but the truth. The world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs the real one, visible, imperfect, human, powerful. Today we'll explore what it means to reclaim visibility, not as performance, but as presence. In the months after my injury, I became an expert in avoidance. I'd decline invitations, ignore phone calls, even change my shopping times to avoid familiar faces. I thought I was protecting myself, but really I was grieving my visibility. The world had started treating my body differently, so I began to believe I was different. And that's the tragedy of stigma. It convinces you that invisibility is safer. It whispers that if no one sees you, no one can judge you. But one morning, as I was wheeling down a quiet path, I caught my reflection in a shop window. For a second, I didn't recognize myself, and then it clicked. She's still here, not broken, not lesser, just changed. That moment was small, almost insignificant to anyone else, but it was a beginning. It was a conscious decision to stop disappearing, to stop letting my fear make me invisible. Of course, deciding to be seen is one thing. Navigating the reality of it is another. Visibility comes with discomfort. You see it in the stares that linger just a little too long. You hear it in the whispers that stop abruptly when you turn your head. You feel it in the pity smiles that don't quite reach the eyes. And sometimes you experience it in the avoidance, when people would rather look at their phones, at the floor, anywhere but at you, because acknowledging your reality makes them uncomfortable. At first, it made me want to retreat right back into my shell. It felt like confirmation that hiding was easier, but then I had a shift in perspective. Every time I showed up at the supermarket, at a meeting, at a friend's party, I wasn't just showing up for me. I was making space for others like me. Representation isn't just something that happens on TV screens or in magazines. It starts with presence. It starts in our everyday lives, and that presence requires courage, the courage to exist fully, unapologetically, even when others don't understand or don't know how to react. So I began practicing. Something simple but transformative. Meeting eyes, holding space, and offering a genuine smile without shrinking. Because being visible isn't about demanding attention, it's about normalizing existence. It's a quiet declaration that we belong here, just as we are. Reclaiming visibility also meant redefining my image literally and emotionally. For so long, I thought strength meant hiding the pain, putting on a brave face, and never letting anyone see the struggle. Now I know true strength means letting people see the truth, the full, complex, messy truth, and still standing firm in it. So I started taking photos again. I stopped hiding from the camera. I started appearing in videos, sharing my story. I went to events where accessibility wasn't perfect, but I was determined to make it work. Each step felt incredibly uncomfortable at first, but it was also profoundly powerful. Because when we show up visibly disabled, diverse, different, we are actively rewriting the narrative of what ability, strength, and success look like. We are reminding the world that resilience isn't invisible. It has a face, it has a story. For me, visibility became my advocacy. It was my quiet rebellion against a world that often prefers to keep disability out of sight. It was my way of saying, loud and clear, I exist and I matter. And then something incredible happened when I stopped hiding. Other people began to open up to me. Strangers would approach me or send a message online saying, seeing you out here, living your life gives me hope. Young people with newly acquired disabilities would reach out to say, I didn't know it was possible to be confident like this until I saw someone like me doing it. That's when it hit me with such force. Being visible isn't just about personal healing, it's collective healing. It's a ripple effect of empowerment. Every single time we allow ourselves to be seen in our authentic truth, we make it just a little bit easier for someone else to believe they belong too. We give them permission to be seen. In that shared recognition, in that moment of seeing yourself in another person, healing multiplies. The fear that had been so attached to visibility began to fade. It stopped being scary and started to feel sacred. It became a responsibility I was honored to carry, not just for myself, but for the community I was now a part of. So let's be clear, being seen is not about being liked or getting approval, it's about being real. And realness is messy, it's imperfect, and it is profoundly, beautifully human. You deserve to take up space. In every room, in every workplace, in every conversation, you do not owe invisibility to anyone's comfort. So let's redefine courage together. Courage is showing up when you could easily hide. It's speaking up when silence feels safer. It's looking the world in the eye and saying, I'm here and that's enough. Because when you allow yourself to be seen, you become a mirror for others to see their own worth too. Your presence is a beacon. Visibility isn't vanity, it's validation. It's a lifeline, a connection, a permission slip for others to know they're not alone on their journey. You are not a symbol. You are not an inspiration token. You are a person whole, worthy, and radiant exactly as you are. So I encourage you to step into the light, not to perform, but to exist, freely and fully. No matter the challenge you're facing, remember, you can live fully, you can thrive with support, and you can always keep moving forward with hope. This is inspireAbility. Let's rise together, uniquely us. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated with you, please subscribe and join our community. We'll see you next time.